ॐ ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अचिन्त्याव्यक्तरूपाय निर्गुणाय गुणात्मने समस्तजगदाधार मूर्तये ब्रह्मणे नमः। So here, as we are discussing Guru Tattva, as Puja Swami used to highlight, the teaching and teacher both are sometimes taken as Guru, the word teacher, because if the teacher is dissociated from teaching, then it becomes a mechanical study or academical study. Like professor comes to teach, prepared with the notes and following the syllabus, not supposed to go out of syllabus, not to talk anything because not allowed, not permitted. And all the students look at that what the professor teaches and who is the professor, there is difference. In fact, they look at professor as a friend just outside. And sometimes because he's a friend, like for example, let us say professor happens to be my father. And when I sit, listen to him in the class, you think I'll be able to learn anything? I will see that father is teaching, not a professor. When the teaching and the teacher as not seen one and same, if there is some difference between teaching and teacher, the teaching is not going to work. Yes, there are side effects. Sometimes it goes other way around, but that is the problem of the teacher, not the problem of students. Here, there are verses. Sometimes it talks about the teacher. Here, teacher means the one who is embodiment of these Pancha Bhuta, five elements. And sometimes the abstractions called teaching, the teacher that is that who is embodiment of the teaching also is being taught. So when he says Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, my salutations to that person who is my Guru. So here both the teacher and teaching have been recognized. I salute to that person, the one who has seen, the one who has perceived, and because seen and perceived, That's why the person is able to appreciate. Because remember, when you understand something, when you see something, when really you perceive something, appreciation becomes spontaneous. If appreciation does not happen, that means you have not understood clearly, you have not seen clearly. And here, when I say the teacher has seen, not only teacher has seen, also who has made me to see, because of which teaching, because of whose grace I also have seen, automatically I appreciate. In fact, these are the verses. It is more communicating, expressing one's own gratitude to the teacher and teaching tradition. It is not that teacher to be glorified. It is not that teacher to be put in high pedestal. It is not that teacher is everything to me, but it is my duty, responsibility that I appreciate loudly. I express my gratitude loudly. Because when I don't appreciate, I don't express gratitude loudly, that means I have ego. And that subtle ego is so dangerous. Being in my cocoon, I conveniently look at situation, judge anything and everything, including I am being judged. However, while discussing, so that I can go ahead few points, let us continue. Verse number 61. Stavaram jangamam aptam yatkinchit sacharacharam tatpadam darshitam ena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So it says, look, Stavaram, I think we have seen this verse, if I'm right. Okay. Then if we have seen, let us go to next. Why to Chinmayam Vyapitam Sarvam Trailokyam Sacharacharam. What is Asitvam Darsitam Yana? What is the verse you people have? Asitvam Darsitam Yana. I'm seeing one text here. Asitvam. What is an Asitvam? Hmm. What is that? Is it Asitvam? Okay. Okay, fine. Asitvam Darsitam Ena. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Okay. Because when he talks about Asitvam, earlier, as I was saying, we have taken Tatpada Darshitam Ena. But here this text was talking Twampada Darshitam Ena. So this Asim means here is Twampada Ityarthaha. So, okay, Tattvamasi, Tat Tvam Asi. So that is called Asitvam. So the status of oneness. So that is what we have to look at. Asitvam. So he says, Chinmayam Vyapi Tat Sarvam Trilokyam Sacharacharam. This is Triloka Bhur Bhuva Suvah. This present world, intermediary and above. So which represents the entire world. Sacharacharam, Acharam, Charam and Acharam. that which is movable and immovable. He says, look, everything is pervaded, vyaptam, by what? Tam iti. And what is that tam? Chinmayam, tat chinmayam, that which is chinmayam, that which is awareness. So here maya means prachurya, mayat. So that which is abundance, not modification, okay? That means full of awareness, chinmayam, because this is what we have to understand. Sometimes same word has a different meaning in different context. Like annamaya, we have seen in Tattva. In annamaya case, what is maya? So that mayat is modification. So annamaya is nothing that modification of food, not abundance of food, okay? Because here there is no food, maybe for others, not for me, okay? And it's not abundance, okay? It's just, one day, if it is, bigger animal, it takes, one meal. Depends upon, okay, how big I am. If it is small insect, maybe few days, okay? Still, that is not. Whereas in Anandamaya case, so there mayat is being was used or is used what as a prachurya. It's abundance of full. So here this chinmaya. So chinmayam iti, that means abundance of awareness, means full of awareness. In short, it is nothing but awareness. And interestingly, because of your teaching, now what happened? I have understood Darshitam, and because I have understood Darshitam, this is the word, so you have made me to see. So because you have made me to see how, not by Diksha, not by this, not by that, like Arjuna would have been given some Diksha initiation. Imagine. This is a basic concept. People forget. When Arjuna was in confusion, that too in the war field, Lord Krishna could have done, shh. You understand? Hey, look, you are enlightened. Then you could have second, or he could have done some healing. Okay, now I remove all your negativity and I add all positivity. Now you are done. Did it happen? Please observe, this is the basic thing. Nobody talks that. Lord Krishna was always with, forget about that. Even if Lord Krishna shown the truth to Ma Yasoda when he was childhood, when he was eating something, some other, this is the story goes that mother asked, what is there? He did not want to open because he knows he opens, there will be confusion. So when he opened the mouth, the entire universe he could see, the whole galaxy and everything he see in the mouth. What happened to Mother Yasoda? Could not appreciate. In fact, she fainted. Thank God. Because if you do not do, please understand, Ekarupa to Anekarupa, you cannot understand Arupa. Impossible. It is not going to work. So that's why if you look at Arjuna case, that while seeing Vishwarupa, he could not relate. In fact, he got frightened. So he again requested, begged, please come back to your original form. I am comfortable with that. That means when Arjuna case this happens, who am I? Please understand this concept very carefully. That's why in Vedanta, we never allow a person to jump. Yes, I understood, everything is done. Please, it doesn't work. In fact, what I think I know, in reality, I don't know. Remember, this is the thumb rule. What I think I know, in reality, I don't know. Only when situation hits me, when really I go through different things, I not try to realize I feel bad, but again I continue as I am. That's why you can see Arjuna also went through. Because we have, that's a best example. That's why Lord Krishna is called as Jagat Guru iti. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. However, let us not get into too much this thing. So he here says that asitvam darshitam ena. So you have made me to understand. You have made me to see. So understanding is seeing. And because I have seen, automatically what happens? I appreciate. So you have made me to see, thus I appreciate. And what is that? Asipadam, the status of sameness. That means what? Here I see Vishvarupa. I see anything and everything is God. Iswaraha iti. Not I practice, not I articulate, but I appreciate. Continuing. Nimisat, 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 nimisat bhava. Yat vakyat yat vakyadeva vimuchyate. Swatmanam sivamalokya. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. He says, look, here, this particular verse, the person again tries to talk about the teacher. He says, look, yad vakya, yad vakyad vai vimuchyate. So one is being freed. So when I am freed, vimuchya, so from what? Sansara bandhanat iti. So from the bondage of samsara. So what is the samsara? The samsara is not Tamil samsara, okay? Be careful, okay? So Tamil samsara means wife, okay? Poor woman is wrong, okay? Samsara means sense of becoming. So that's why in Tamil Nadu, especially people say, okay, I want, freedom from samsara. Okay, go wherever. So you create your own samsara. So don't do that, okay? So some people want to run away from the office, okay? Because what I cannot talk directly, so I can talk in the class, okay? That's what I do it. However, coming back, here he says, look, yad vakya, in fact, indeed, by his vakya means sentence, by his teaching, by his words, not by his, you understand? That's why we say very carefully that a teacher stands for teaching, not for blessing. Many people will ask, Swamiji, will you give your blessing? And the best part is, Swamiji, will you give your message after talking 1 hour? Okay. Then they will say, Swamiji, will you please give us a last message? What? So far, what I was doing? I was massaging you or what? It's very funny, okay? I go through here, not only here in India also, okay? Swamiji, please give us blessing, last blessing, okay? Will you please give your last blessing? As though I am going to die, okay? So I have to give my last blessing, okay? So it's very funny, but I cannot say anything, okay? I just laugh because this is called superficial and they belong to Vedanta group. This is the sad part of it. So that's why they are called Neo Vedantins. That's why in the last class, not yesterday, before, I was a little tough to communicate what is Vedanta and what is Neo Vedanta. Everything appears, it is like, the gold necklace. Sometimes the, this coated, gold plated or gold coated necklace looks more realistic than the gold, more attractive than the gold. So when something is more realistic, more attractive than the gold and cheaper price, what happens? A person is trapped. However, this also happens. Here it says, Nimishat. Very nicely. Nimishat urdhava. Even if nimisham means for a fraction of second or little more than that. In short, remember, teaching works just in a fraction of second. If I am prepared. If I am not prepared, actually we say teaching prepares you. At least this half an hour, you are forced to listen to me. And because of this half an hour, you also prepare yourself how to, attend class at least half an hour before your mind starts running, 1 hour. And hopefully after class also, minimum 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it starts ringing, okay? Some words. So because of this reason, at least 1 hour, 15 minutes minimum, you are spending some time. And that only prepares you. Please understand. That's why Pauna Punyena Sravanam Kuriya. May you listen to again and again. That's why when I teach, it's not that I am teaching, but in fact, I am listening to. That's why Adhyayana and Adhyapana, studying and teaching, becomes part of life. Through that, I do my nididhyasanam. So here he says, look, and because I listen, even if one fraction of second and mind is available, tuned, I understand. There is no problem at all. But the problem is I don't listen to. We say in psychology, we never listen to people. We always listen to answer. The moment somebody opens the mouth, when talks, what you do? Already you have your own idea. You know how you do. When you nod means what? And sometimes means when you nod your head without your knowledge, you can see very nice psychology. When you nod your head means what you think. So that is matching. So when it is matches, and sometimes because your mouth and everything will be open because automatically, oh, it really, wow, how is it possible? Both are one and same. And when that means what? Something is different, okay? And of course, when it's entirely different, when you cannot accept it, then all this, body reaction comes. That's why, especially in yoga field, I have very good idea, okay, observed, especially in Western India also. When you go to any yoga center to give a talk, the moment people come and listen to Vedanta, first next if I listening to neck exercise will start. Then and stretching the leg, okay? Because there is a pain, means nothing enters, okay? And this is a trend, okay? Poor Swami cannot say anything, open mouth, because Swami has gone to collect some few euros from each one. This is the truth, this is the reality. However, let me not get into too much, okay? So here he says, look, because of his teaching, because my mind is prepared, or I am preparing my mind, both. Now I say what? Swatmanam Shivam Alokya iti. So that means I have perceived me Swatmanam, one's own self, as Shiva, as auspicious, as Shiva Tattva, that which pervades everything. That's why my salutations to Guru. Continuing. Chaitanyam Shaswatam Santam Vyomatitam Niranjanam Bindunada Kalatitam. Here is Nada Bindu, okay? Nada Bindu Kalatitam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Some places Bindu Nada, Nada Bindu. This is here the concept is about the teaching. So now it says my salutations to the teacher who is embodiment of teaching, who is the embodiment of truth. And what is that truth? That which is Nada Bindu Kalatita, beyond all sort of divisions, limitations. Because that is what people look at. Oh, my Guru, Lord Krishna is 16 kalas. My Guru is just 15 and a half. Okay, little bit less. So that's why, or else he would have become Lord Krishna. Okay, thank God he is not Lord Krishna. Okay, and you should see how people put them in the very good package, very nicely. Because I was listening to some people here. So recently, one God came to Italy. Okay, so it was very amazing. Okay, so God comes. Okay, so people don't have to go to God. Okay, God starts coming to door. Like we had, the best example in India. So there was a God, popular God. Okay, he's no more now. So everybody goes to him. Generally, really, I had to respect that much. Everybody goes to him. He doesn't travel much. But poor God, when he had fear of death, so he had to come to come to Chennai for Rudram. And when he came for Rudram, he had to pay bribe to government to enter Tamil Nadu. And that politician told in the very nice in Hindu it was being put. God, everybody goes to God, but God comes to me. I know. So because problem is what I am talking, if people listen to me, they will kill me, okay? And the fellow was saying, when I am there, why there is fear? And that fellow died out of fear. And the worst part happened is that he died 7 days, they kept his body. They did not declare. And they took away all the money and wealth in lorries, trucks after trucks. Then after that, they declared that he is no more. Very sad part. And such a huge empire, now what is there? But still donkeys are going, don't worry, okay? So this is the call, God done. You manage, don't worry. Like we say in shopping mall, even if you keep worst thing, there will be some people, some buyer. So the way you are, you will attract people accordingly. So what I am highlighting here is, so it will continue. And I think somebody should, this Guru Tattva, somebody should edit all these things, okay? Don't keep it because people will kill me later on, okay? After 20 years, if anybody sees, will say, this Swami was not okay, okay? So I request somebody to delete all these things, okay? He says, Chaitanyam Shaswatam Shantam Vyomatitam Niranjanam. Very nice point to observe that he says that Chaitanyam consciousness, Shaswatam, that which is eternal, Santam, peaceful, Vyomatita, that which is beyond space, Niranjana iti, taintless, Bindu, Nada, Kalatita. So beyond all limitations called Bindu, Nada, and Kala. There's a big thing to discuss. What is Bindu, what is Nada, and what is Kala. However, so this now Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. So salutations to that teacher who is consciousness, who is eternal, who is peaceful, beyond space, tentless, and beyond Bindu, Nada, and Kala. So that means the one who is embodiment of all these things, the teaching, the truth, continuing. Nirgunam, Nirmalam, Santam, Jangamam, Stiram, Evacha, Vyaptam, Ena Jagat Sarvam, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Again, the same concept. That who is nirguna, free from all gunas, who does not come under any quality, sattva, raja, tama, not comes under, and who is nirmalam, free from all malas, impurities, and shantam, who is peaceful, and jangamam stiram evacha, also who is, jangama means that keeps moving, and stiram also not moving. So both charam acharam iti. And interestingly, that he says Vyaptam ena jagat sarvam, that which pervades the entire world. Now my salutations to him or her. Continuing. Sapita sachame mata, sabandhu sacha devata, sansara mohanashaya, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Says, look, my salutations to him. Why? Most important thing, Sansara Mohanasaya. So that means the one who has destroyed Moham, delusion, with reference to Sansara. That's why one of the name of the Guru is Sansara Mohanasaya Namaha iti. So my salutations to him who is the cause of destruction of the samsara moha, delusion of samsara, sense of becoming. And because he has done now how in different ways, and also later on he becomes that sapita. So that person becomes like my father, and not father, okay, should not be. Then all your frustration you put on poor fellow. Then Sachame Mata, definitely indeed my mother, Bandhu, friend. That's why the so comrade, okay, it's not comrade, okay. It doesn't work. However, that's why Arjuna, as long as looking at Krishna as Sakha or brother-in-law, Sala Kahiti, that long Lord Krishna kept quiet. Did he open his mouth? Go through, enjoy, let us have fun. How does it matter to me? But the moment what put it, look, then he became little helpless. He looked at him as Devata, as a God. Still, Lord Krishna did not open his mouth. But when he became student, Lord Krishna started teaching. Imagine, Lord Krishna had all powers. In fact, very nicely, when Mahabharata war got over, because there are a lot of things, okay, to listen to. That especially one of the son of Bhima, who was very powerful. In fact, he was the person was supposed to destroy Mahabharata war in one arrow. He was that capable. In fact, he tested also. Lord Krishna wanted to test and did it. And he put one arrow to make sure that whoever has got a death point wherever, there will be one, vermilion mark. A spot will be created. So for test case, he did it. And finally, so everybody checked, everywhere is there. Lord Krishna escaped. Oh, look, I don't have anywhere. Then he said, no, there has to be somewhere. How can we escape? You are also part of it. Please find out. Somewhere it has to be there. Then finally it was checked, where it was? Under his feet. In fact, Lord Krishna left his body because somebody put the arrow that hit his feet later on. So he was very clear. So he wanted to complete in one arrow the war. What is there to find? Do all this nonsense in one war? Like, one bomb is over, chapter is closed. Lord Krishna did not allow. Hey, look, this fellow is going to destroy everything. This is not going to work. There are a lot of things to do. That's why if you say about present day, this all this weapon war and all these things, Mahabharata time it was much more advanced. And Lord Krishna managed, to take his, with a boon, killed him actually. Because I understood this is not going to work. And made him, but he requested, I want to see the war all the way I have come. I know you did some thing with me, but I want to watch the war. This is the point I want to say. So there was a Vijaya Stambha. So there was a pillar. On the top of the pillar, so his head was being fixed. Because the rule is, okay, another technical point, because when such a great occasion, great thing happens, some people have to die. So that is another chapter why it happened. The interesting part is, this person, even though head was on the top of it, but because of the grace, he was alive and he was able to see. And of course, when everything got over, everybody wanted to know who did the best war, okay? And especially Bhima said, hey, look, I have done everything. But you know how much I killed this, that, and my son will support me. Arjuna also said, everybody tried to talk their point. Look, we did, we did. Do you know what he said? You people were just making noise. Wow, all these things. But in reality, you people have not killed anybody. Then what happened all these things? Actually, Lord Krishna with the Sudarsana Chakra, with the disc. So he was doing everything. You people were just, in the movie how you shooting is going on. So you were just part of the shooting. That's all. You did not do anything. And of course, Viva got angry, gave one slap. However, the story is, Lord Krishna had all power. So he could have done anything and everything. But did he do with reference to teaching? That's why we look at Lord Krishna as Gita Acharya. Not Radha Vallabha, not Radha Krishna, not even if, this Jasoda, Yasoda Nandana. Always in teaching tradition, we look at him as what? Gita Acharya, the Acharya of Bhagavad Gita. That is called teaching tradition. More of it, we'll see. Om Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you all of you.